Ladies and gents, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Open Potato, and welcome to Slipways. So, this is a turn-based strategy type game that is set in the abyss of space and is all about moving resources between different planets in the galaxy. As ever, I know how to play. I'll be telling you how to play, and you can get this game, hopefully, pretty darn soon. I have a press copy at the moment, but certainly this is a good one, and I would certainly encourage you to keep an eye out for it. Okay, we're going to be playing on the standard run. All of these are locked at the moment, for me at least, so you have 25 years to make a thriving society. That doesn't seem like a very long time, but it's going to be ample time to show off all of the features of this game. So, what we need to do in the very first instance is select our council. Now, there are, at the moment, 5 characters that we can play as. And you know what? I will randomly select three races right here, just because I can. Each and every race has got 2 perks to choose from, and we get to choose a total of 2 of these perks, but we need to choose 1 perk from 2 of the races here. So, it's probably worth highlighting that each and every different character has got different playstyle. So, they've all got a bunch of different lore, but you can see the focuses under there. So mining, energy, brute force, life, adaptation, well-being, sure, science, knowledge, transcendence, what the heck, factories, structures, and projects, sure. Let's pick the 3 weirdest looking alien type creatures, because I want to jump right into it. It's worth noting as well that each and every character has got their own research sort of tech tree. We are going to pick some upgrades. Sure, we'll take that. We'll take this, and we will take that. Sure, okay. It doesn't really matter the perks that I've sort of chosen at this moment in time. Wait, hold on. What did I say? We'll do that one and that one. Yeah. No. Yes, these 2. These are the 2 that I want. Okay, we get to choose 2. We get to choose 2 perks. I've chosen the 2 perks. It took us a little while, but hey-ho, we're there. Okay, now we're in the game. Now we can actually start having fun and start talking about some of the mechanics. As you can see, we got our 3 peeps up here. They've all got different levels, or they all have level 0 at the moment, but that's gonna be changing. Anyway, your win condition, or indeed your lose condition, is happiness. This game is all about colonizing planets, and therefore, if you have a low happiness populace, then you will lose the game. This is our science, this is our wealth, this is the year date. We have 25 years until the end of the game. So what we do in the first instance is we start exploring. And exploring is done very, very simply by dragging out into the galaxy and sending out a probe. And that is, there we go, going to give us some intel on the planets that are available in our vicinity. And if we click on the planets, you can see that, for example, on this planet, we can build a mine if indeed we want to. It's going to cost us $5. It's going to consume the resource type of people, and it's going to give us the resource type ore. So this planet, this ocean type planet, we can build a colony. It's going to consume ore and wheat, and it's going to give us people. So what fundamentally you have to do in this game is chain together combinations of planets that end up producing resources for other planets. And the goal is to try and make super prosperous, highly productive planets in the 25 years that we have to play the game. Okay, I'm going to start off with a little bit of exploration. You'll note that every time I take an action, the game progresses in time forward. So we have to be super careful that we don't end up just throwing all of our time down the drain. Now let's talk specifics. People into robots, into chips. Where do I want to start? I feel like I probably want to start desert planet. Nothing that can be done over there. People into water. People into a mine. Yeah, okay. I think that what we probably want to open with, we're probably going to want to open with a colony of some sort. Having people as a resource is frequently very, very good. We tend to need them for rather a lot of things. So let's open with a colony here. A colony that's going to consume ore and going to consume wheat, and it's going to give us 2 people. So as soon as you build the colony, as soon as you build it, you get the base level. You get the base level of resource from it. So at the moment, we have 2 people. However, because we're not fulfilling the ore requirements and also the wheat requirements, the colony is struggling at the moment. The colony is really, really struggling. And and that is indicated by this little red flag over here. We hate to see it because we don't like struggling colonies. So, in order to fix the colony, we want to try and get we want to try and increase the requirements. We want to try and fulfill the needs. We want to try and fulfill ore. We want to try and fulfill wheat. And thankfully, right next door, there is a mineral planet, which is going to allow us to turn people into ore, which is rather remarkable. So let's set that up as a colony. Now, of course, this colony is unsatisfied as well. However, through the magic of slipways and interplanetary transport, we can actually connect up. We can connect up the ocean planet that we have that outputs people to the mineral planet that needs people, and therefore we're able to output minerals. So, or output ore, whatever. So, interestingly, this is a pretty unique kind of slipway. This is a slipway that is able to transport resources between both planets at the same time. It may very well be the case if, for example, we find another planet, I don't know. That's not a planet over there. I'm just looking for a planet that we can really quickly colonize to demonstrate a point. Not even that one. Let's do a little bit of exploration, shall we? Let's send out another probe. Sure. Okay, so for example, none of these planets are particularly fantastic, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm not loving any of this. Not loving any of this. This leaves a little to be desired, to be honest. This leaves a little to be desired. Okay, we ended the year. Our happiness decreased, but that's because we still have a struggling planet. I'm still trying to find a way. To provide wheat to that planet. That would be pretty excellent if we could find a way to produce wheat. I could get a jungle farm. However, I'm not going to be able to set up a connection between these two planets because at the moment there is no way for us to navigate around a planet that is obstructing. This is obstructing vision for us. Monoculture farm. Is there a? Aha! So there is definitely enough length between these two planets, or there's enough ambition to connect these two planets. So we can make this happen. So let's get a monoculture farm over here, and then let's drag a slipway all the way over here. Now, as you can see, this is a one-way slipway because we are just moving food from one point from Orwell 5 right over to Heinlein 4 over here. However, as you can now see, Heinlein 4 is an established colony. It is no longer struggling. We, of course, want to see if we can try and push it to the next level, and we're probably going to want to try and fulfill these requirements. As you can see, there is a brand new requirement. It's goods. We want to try and move some goods over to this colony, and that's going to allow us to bump it up to the next level of success, which I'm very, very excited about. We obviously also want to sort out Orwell. We want to make sure that we can supply Orwell with a little bit of biomass. I mean, is there any place that produces biomass over here? This area produces biomass. I tell you what, this is probably something that we could maybe look at doing. Unfortunately, we're not able to get a connection between the ocean planet and the swamp type planet over here, because a breeding program would be perfect. Would be absolutely perfect. So I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to settle for this. We're going to set that up. Now we're really looking to see if we can try and find some robots. But actually, that shouldn't be too difficult at all. That's an obstruction there, which is deeply frustrating, because we've got a couple of resources that could really find a home here. Sure. You know what? Let's do this. So we'll at least sort out the robots. We'll at least set that up. I don't like to have too many struggling colonies at any one time in the Empire. It's also worth noting that there are legitimate reasons why we would want to expand. Having more intel of what's going on in the galaxy is always a good thing. But at the same time, we also want to, think about upgrading our planets and making sure that they are as successful as possible, because at the end of the day, that's what matters. It's upgrading the planets and making sure that they are big. Okay, what do we need in order to get Heinlein 4? Heinlein 4. Let's actually rename this if we can. What is this? Potato 1. There we go. Potato 1. So, in Potato 1, what do we need? Wants extra resources, goods, excellent. Requires at least 2 export routes. Okay, so we need to find another place for these people to go. Again, the breeding program would be perfect. This is an opportunity here. This is a real opportunity here. I think what we can do... Okay, I've got a little game plan here. And this is where this game really shines, because you're able to just chain stuff together, and it's really, really cool. I think we're going to grab a goods factory. We're going to set up a one-way connection over there. We're going to set up a connection over here to turn people into robots. There we go. Excellent. And what do you know? We actually get 2 robots here, which is pretty excellent, if indeed I do say so myself. That's wonderful. 1 robot over there. We can set up a route here, but unfortunately I have run entirely out of cash. Again, that's another reason as to why we would want to increase the level of our planet, because more trade income from trading. I do indeed like money. However, I have a little way that we can get money here, and it's by exploiting the resources that are already in this galaxy. It's by picking up the asteroid. It's going to take a little bit of time. It's going to take 1 month to do, which is going to take us very, very close to the next year. And when the year ends, of course, that's going to be our little happiness report. But for now, there we go. I think that we're able to get... Oh, no. I've doofed it up. Hold up. This is a terrible, disastrous play. It's not robots that are needed. It's robots that are supplied by this planet, which means that we need ore, which is kind of terrible because that means that I've just established a slipway for absolutely no reason. And yeah, that's highly embarrassing. And there's, yeah, that can't be done. All right, so we need to find a planet basically to output ore. Also, asteroid harvesting, there's a strategy. There's a strategy with regards to asteroid harvesting. How do we level this up? Has to trade with 3 other planets that are successful or better. Requires a total of 6 imports and exports. Okay, so we're basically looking for another place to send humans. Is this a route that can work? It is a route that can work. It's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna take us a little while, but that's okay. That's fine. So that's the 6 imports and exports. And now all we really need to do is we need to level up the planets that are around Potato 1. Given that I'm kind of, I don't know, expecting Potato 1 to act kind of as our capital, it would be good to try and level it up as much as we possibly can. Okay, let's chat about what else is happening over here. Our empire size is growing. As your empire size increases, as indicated by all of the planets that you control, administration costs increase. Administration costs just mean that we're going to end up paying for... You know, we're going to end up shilling more money out of pocket more early. We got some missions. These are missions that can level up our relationship with our 3 benefactors, I guess. Our 3 councils. Our 3 council members. What do you want? Increase the total production of food by 4 units. Invent 1 new technology. Increase the total production of robots by 4 units. You know what? I'll take these 2 missions. You can actually take 2 missions at the same time. As you can see, this is going to increase opinion of these council members of us. And this is going to allow us to get access to extra tech. You can see that we've got some extra missions up here. That's fine. That's fine. There's nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about whatsoever. Let's get ourselves a colony over here, and let's harvest this asteroid. Basically, the way that we want to go about getting asteroids, I'm just seeing if I can maybe chain something together here. Maybe if we can chain food, output food here, biomass. I don't love this. I don't love this at all. Let's colonize this. Let's colonize this here, and I will take humans. Okay, so this is a little bit of a risky maneuver here. However, it's going to hopefully pay off, because the asteroid will yield more if you have planets that are colonized surrounding the asteroid. So you get 6 minerals for each and every planet that surrounds the asteroid. There we go. So we get a total of 18, which is kind of nice. Right, humans over there, wonderful. Our happiness is continuing to deteriorate. There are resource shortages on a good number of planets now. However, we've got some robots that are established here, and that's, you know, that's feeling pretty darn good. Can we get water somewhere? We can't really get any water anywhere, unfortunately. Yeah, so I'm trying to connect up some... resources. I'm trying to connect up some resources to these planets to try and make them successful, because again, we want to try and get Potato 1 trading with successful planets. That's what we're kind of after right now. Yeah. Let's do a little bit of expandy, shall we? Yeah, don't love it. Don't love it. Don't love that either. Anyone gonna give us water? No, I'm looking to try and get water perhaps to this planet, or perhaps circuits to this planet. Once extra circuit resources. I mean, we can do circuit resources through the nanotech factory here. To be honest, that's maybe not the craziest idea in the world. So we'll get that set up. What do we need now? It requires 2 export routes, so we need somewhere else for our goods to go. I mean, goods are probably best utilized in a colony. Let's expand, keep on expanding. There we go. We'll get that asteroid again. Wonderful. Yeah, I don't know where we're gonna manage to find some place to take these goods. Keep expanding. Maybe we find a planet up here. Doubt it. Humans are required in this vicinity. I very much doubt that we're gonna manage to find humans, at least in the short term. Yeah, okay, that's a jungle. That's a jungle over there. What about this? That is actually workable. Okay, well, let's do this. I actually really rate this as a combo here. Is there perhaps a planet down in this vicinity that will allow us to produce food? That is excellent. Biomass, robots to food. I'm trying to like think a couple of moves ahead, but you know, it's a toughie. Here we go. This is what we're after. So something like that. Robots into food. Over there. Robots in there. That sorts out this area. Goods come down here. Now you're successful. Brilliant. Excellent. That's fantastic. That is really, really, really good. So now we just need to get another 2 planets to be successful in order to make this area completely sort of pop off, I guess. Oh boy. It's a toughie. It's a toughie. And our happiness is still in a pretty bad place. Okay, you know what? Now that happiness is, I guess, kind of stabilized, we're well on course for completing these 2 missions, which I kind of haven't really addressed. Let's chat about the other buttons that are available at this moment in time. Our current score, as you can see, we don't have any esteem. We're working on esteem with everyone. That's the reward that we get at the end of the mission. Our empire size, the larger our empire size, the better. Our entire score is multiplied by our happiness score, so the happier your population is, the higher your score is. Science here, technology. So this is the little science total that we have up at the top of the screen here. It's not super handy at this moment in time because we ain't got any labs. Now, this little build button down here is kind of handy. And, you know, truth be told, later on in the game, we're going to be utilizing it a lot. A lot, I suspect. So, you know, keep your eyes peeled. Keep your eyes peeled for this. Forebear Ruins. This is actually something else that I probably should have addressed a little bit earlier on. You discover a warehouse facility. Most of the storerooms are empty, but for some reason remain locked and even intact after all these years. Gather everything that you can use and get 94 bucks. I will take that. So what you need to do to the Forebear Ruins is just connect the planet with people on, and then it'll, you know, just be processed as, I guess, kind of like a unique kind of planet structure. It's very, very cool. I actually like it a lot. It's a very, very nice concept. Right, anyway, back to labs. What we need to do is we need to provide resources to said labs, but we also need to provide humans. So I think what we want to do is we want to smack this down right about here. Yeah, so I think like over here, right? Right. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to supply people from Potato 1, and then we're going to supply ores from whatever this is. Electo 8, which is cool. So this is going to generate 1 science each and every year, which is kind of nice. And what we need to do is we need to send more people and more ore, and then that will allow us to level up our lab. So immediately we can get that set up. That's pretty good. That actually makes the planet successful, which is really rather nice. Now, very, very important, probably a bit of a surprise that I haven't talked about this already, but you can't actually cross streams. You cannot cross slipways. There is no way that is possible, and therefore you should dispense with that notion as quickly as you possibly can. Anyway, we get our research points at the end of the year. What do we got? Hydroponics farm, robots into science, specifically on desert and arid type planets. I don't think that I'm necessarily altogether too bothered about that. I'm looking for water. I'm looking for water for Electo. Yeah, that's what we really need. Water on Electo. And yet, I don't think that we're finding it. We ain't finding nothing here. There we go. Keep exploring. That's water. That's water there. Out of range? Yeah. There's a water export over here on this planet. Although, yeah, it's just not going to work. It's a real shame because upgrading the resources on this planet would be really, really good. Now, that being said, there are a couple of technologies, for example. There are a couple of technologies that allow us to navigate through hyperlanes and around them. So one of them is the slipstream relay, which is basically a point in between two planets that allows us to extend quite dramatically, actually, the range of our slipstreams. It's probably something that we're going to want to consider. Yeah, I'm just a little bit miffed that we're not going to be able to get this lab upgraded anymore fully, because I kind of thought that we'd maybe be in for a little bit of additional water. Right, is there any maximum range of probes, gene rewriting, planetary upkeep, food processor structure? There's no way that we can increase the range of our slipstreams. Now, we definitely can increase the range of our slipstreams, but just not with the current number of people that we have, i.e. our council just ain't cut out. Our council ain't cut out for the work that we need. Okay, let's see if we can try and sort out some problems here. I think that this is something that we're after. Let's do this. Do that. Do that. That satisfies half of the demand. Robots into foods. Sure, I'll do that. Mission complete. We've increased food. That's kind of nice. That's kind of nice. We still don't have a prosperous planet. I still need to make some water. Humans into water? Humans into water. Let's do it. Okay. So that's nice at least. Requires 2 export routes in order to be successful. We need to find somewhere for these robots to go. Will robots go anywhere? Robots can go into goods. Sure. You know what? Let's do it. Okay. Successful. Wonderful. And that apparently increased the number of robots that we needed, which was just perfect. That's nice. That's nice. Okay, so now we are trading with 2 successful planets, 2 successful or better planets, and importantly, I think that the Empire is a little bit more flexible at this moment in time. So I'm liking what's going on. We could probably do with a colony out here somewhere. It does seem like there are a lot of planets that could really do with a human presence. Yeah, we can't do something like that over there. There is a colony over here, although that's out of range. It's not much point. Continue to explore. We're really in a pretty great place in terms of finances. So let's continue to explore. How many years do we have until the end of the game? 17 years until the end of the game here. All right, fine. We're going to want to get some upgraded tech as well for sure. A colony. I did say that a colony would be good. However, that is obstructed by the intermediate planet here, which is not exactly ideal. We just need humans. We need humans in this vicinity. Humans in this vicinity to sort that out. We need robots in this vicinity. See if we can try and find robots. Robots are frequently easier to discover, I feel. Robots. No, nothing. Nothing. Just when you thought, hey, we got plenty of robots, we should be fine for robots, you end up being blindsided by the fact that you don't have any robots. Okay, we need a second export route for wheats. Let's make a colony over here. Screw it. Let's do it. Hey! Okay, so by Orwell 5 becoming successful, we have created Potato 1, a truly prosperous max-level trading hub for the entire freaking galaxy. And it actually looks and works pretty darn good, to be honest. Pretty darn good. I'm really, really happy with it, to be honest. We need water. We need water from a couple of different places. Requires at least 2 import routes. Yeah, we need to get a second robot factory up and running and plummet into here if we want to get more water. And to be honest, I could really do with some more water. Yeah, we could really do with upgrading. We could really do with upgrading this facility a lot, to be honest with you. I mean, maybe if we upgrade this area, then we'll output more robots. What do we need? Once extra chips. Any place that we have to output chips here? Sincerely doubt it. There might be a planet here. Connect with a planet on... Okay, yeah. See, this is the real problem, right? Is that you don't want to get too big for your boots. You don't want to get too big for your boots. You want to find just enough planets to satisfy demands, and then you want to, you know, GTFO. Increases scan radius, gene rewriting, unlocks gene hatchery on 4 world planets. I'll take that, actually. Sure, let's do it. Let's invent some research. However, let's actually check out the missions, because, yep, as suspected, there is one mission that is invent 1 new tech. Increase population by 8, get 2 more 4 world planets to successful. I think I'll actually take that, and I'll take increase population by 8. I'm not going to take the additional tech. I think I'm just going to work towards improving my reputation with these two chaps. Right. Sure, let's do it. 4 world planets. What is a 4 world planet? Is that this? That's a swamp planet. Primordial, Arctic, swamp, arid, remnants, primordial. Okay, I have no idea what a 4 world type planet actually is. I guess we'll see. Primordial, remnant. Okay, I've got no idea. I've got no idea what a 4 world type planet is. Let's do the research. Sure. And let's see. We need water over here. Where are the flaws in the matrix at the moment? Robots over here, humans over here. We need loads of humans. We need loads of humans over at this side. And that's out of range. Yeah, we've already done the maths on that one, haven't we? Don't like it. Don't like it. Don't like it altogether too much. We gotta be real careful. Let's see if we can at least try and sort out the water over here. Water extraction. Okay, this is good. This is good. Happiness is taking a big old tank, which I don't like, but that's fine. Goods. We do produce goods, but we produce goods too far away. We produce goods over here, and we produce goods over here as well. Yeah, so there's very little chance of this colony actually properly becoming something. Let's continue to explore. Primordial. I mean, just a robot planet, a robot homeworld, whatever it's called. A forge world, not a 4 world. What am I talking about? It's a forge world, right? It's a forge world, not a 4 world. Potato, you twit. Get 2 more forge worlds to successful. It's actually, it should be easy. It should be easy. It should be easy. And what was the tech that we unlocked? The tech that I unlocked was the hatchery on the forge worlds. Yeah, that's actually probably kind of useless. There it is. The gene bred hatchery. All right, excellent. Well, at least it's something. At least it's something. Yeah, I'm not loving what I'm seeing here. Can we take this up to prosperous? Requires 6 total imports and exports. Yeah, we could maybe make something work with this, but I don't know. I mean, look, honestly, just solving all of our happiness problems would be a really great step in the right direction. And yet, I have no idea how on earth we're going to get humans up and running here. There is simply no way to satisfy all of the demands that my human-y friends want me to satisfy. Yeah. And that can't be done. That can't be done either. Okay. I still think that on the whole, we're in a fine position. On the whole, we're in a fine position. Let's continue to explore, shall we? Scavenger world. Now, there's a route here, but it's for robots, and we need goods. We need goods on this world. Let's continue to expand down this way. Anything that can produce goods would be brilliant. Yet, absolutely nothing. Absolutely diddly squat. Everyone is unhappy. Okay, you know what we need to do? We need to see if we can try and find a place for a lab. A place for a lab would be really, really good. We got humans. We perhaps have lots of water, perhaps, that we could export over here. What do we need? Requires at least 2 import and 2 export. Okay, let's put down a lab here. We are very, very wealthy. Let's exploit that. Right. So there we go. More labs. More labs. Now, what do we need for an upgrade? Requires at least 2 import routes. So we need at least 1 other route that is doing water. I mean, we could connect up. No, that wouldn't make any difference. Yeah, we need humans from somewhere. Can we get humans imported from this area over here? A colony. I like it. However, I think the 4 bear ruins are going to get in the way. They're not. That's very cool. Very, very cool indeed. Okay. Give me a colony. Give me a colony here. All right. It's risky. Our happiness is continuing to plummet, but that's okay. We can still turn it around. Wonderful. So that pushes this up a little bit, I hope. Right? Or at least it pushes it up somewhat. Ocean world. Let's do that there. Boom. Boom. Satisfied. We're making 3 research. Send more humans. We can send more humans. Ah, it's so close. It's so freaking close, dude. We can send more humans over that way. We can send more water over here if we want to. Water extraction. But we need to get wheat, and we need to get there we go. We need to get circuits as well. We got circuits that are going over there. That's a self-sustaining setup. But if we could get something that produces wheat over here, that would be excellent. I'm investing really, really heavily in a lot of these processes. I'm investing really heavily in a lot of these processes. And I'm really looking for a planet that is able to make me wheat. Empire is now large. That's wonderful. Forge worlds have so far been rather resistant to being upgraded. We'll take that asteroid just because we can, I guess. We got a lot of holes. We got a lot of holes in our empire. But to be honest, I'm not hating it. I actually don't dislike it thus far. It's actually okay. It's actually completely fine. I think what we want to do is pop down a colony here if it's all possible. We're still hunting for the upgraded Forge world as well. What do we need? We need at least 2 import routes. So that means that we need to find another source of iron ore. Let's do a little exploration out here. Nothing. Okay. Okay, here's what we do. Colony. Lab. I suspect that I'm probably building too many labs. Wait, hold on, what? Oh, we don't need food. We shouldn't have food on the lab, but that's okay. We can connect up circuits. That's actually completely fine. If we could get more ore here, that would be great. Connect that up. Anything that produces biomass down here. Exactly nothing. Never lucky. No, an ice ball. We really need some advanced tech. We really could do with some advanced tech. What do we got here? Mineral seeding unlocks mineralized action on the ice ball, desert, and lava planets. Very cool. Unlocks food processor structures capable of turning food and or water into food. Gene adjustments. Quantum sensors. Hydroponics. I think I'm going to take mineral seeding. Let's take mineral seeding. Let's do it. So that gave us what? Mineralized action on ice, ball, desert, and lava planets. So, turn into mineral. Ooh, okay, hold up. This is spicy. So, is there any planet that is currently in my way? Turn into a mineral. I'm really curious to see how this works. Turn into a mineral. What was I looking for? I was looking for food over here. Hold on. What was the food? It was the hydroponic tech, wasn't it? The hydroponics tech. On arid and desert planets. That's an arid planet. That'll get us food. How much do we need for hydroponics? Your tech level's too high? No! Okay, that's a shame. Okay, because that would have been really, really good. Robots into food here. But you know what? It is what it is. Let's turn into a mineral. Oh, it turns it into a mineral planet. I see. That still is useful, to be honest. That still is very, very useful. That still is very useful. Let's continue to expand. Okay. Fine. I'll take a bacteria program. Let's connect that up. That at least fixes some of our problems. We still have chronic unhappiness, by the way, but that's okay. It's the real human experience. What do we want? Extra bioresources? Let's continue to expand. I'm really trying to close a couple of the holes in my system at this moment in time. I would really love to get rid of some of these planets. I know for a fact that there are... Yeah, obstructed there. I know for a fact that there are some ways to get rid of... There are some ways to get rid of planets, for sure. And robots. There's no way for us to get robots up here. No robots. No robots. No robots. I think that there is going to be like an emergent meta that will establish itself on the proper way to play. Happiness is looking really, really, really bad, in fact. Happiness is looking terribly bad. I think what we want to do is we want to maybe... That will work. Okay, let's set this up. Mission complete. We've increased our population, which is wonderful. Let's just see if we can try and satisfy a couple of demands here. We still need wheat, and wheat in this vicinity is a rarity. Would be great if we could get the hydroponics now, but of course, you know, retroactive hydroponics purchase is a bit of a shame. Unlocks weather manipulation on desert planets. I'm pretty excited to check that out, to be honest. Pretty excited to check that out. Robots to water. Is there any other... Oh, that looks good, actually. That looks really good, but unfortunately, we just can't make that connection happen. What about if I do this? I should have tested it first. That's a crying shame. We can do this, although there is no... Yeah, there is no human here. There is no human here, so therefore that's going to be a bit of a wasted planet from that perspective. Chips, not particularly useful. Yeah, we got a lot of negative happiness here. That was a very, very stupid thing to do. Again, the lower the happiness, the lower our eventual score at the end. But to be honest, just staying alive now is going to be a bit of a challenge. What do we got? Food. We have food. Okay, that is at least a step in the right direction. But even that doesn't give us the ability to create a monoculture farm. I will take it, though. I will take it. Let's exploit that asteroid. Let's get that connected up. That actually, in turn, makes a successful planet. That's pretty good. Still no joy on creating the Forge Worlds, successful Forge Worlds. But you know what? It at least explores a brand new area. Okay, I have absolutely no love for any of these planets here. I'm looking for monoculture, if at all possible, please, video game. No, not actually that. What do we got? Weather control, extreme miniaturization, unlocks the microforge structure. Tech fab. A fully independent replacement for a forge world? Nice. Or skill implants. Improves trade income by 25%. I don't think that that's required. I think I'll take weather control, to be honest. I think I'll take weather control. Right, so that gives us turn into arid. Oh, I see. So we can do some shenanigans here. Let's have a little look. Turn into arid. Aha! Okay, and then arid offers us the colony there. I mean, it's not exactly wonderful, but it's at least something. It's at least something. Ice ball, turn into Arctic. Turn into Arctic. What does Arctic give us? It gives us nothing that's really much better. Turn into Arid. Gives us access to a colony option. Yeah, so there's nothing that's really super great here. As I say, turn into Earth-like. Ooh. Yes, please. I'll turn into Earth-like. Our happiness is still continuing to plummet, by the way, but that's okay. A Geoworld. A Geoworld. That would output water. But we need humans. We need humans. We need humans. We need humans. Yeah, I feel like the tech has not been particularly fantastic. I will say, like, a lot of that has to do with me. Right, what do you need? You need water. Okay, let's do this then. There we go. That's water. We now have a successful planet. That's at least something. Turn into arid or turn into mineral. I could do, honestly, with turning this into a mineral planet, to be honest. Turn into mineral. Turn into arid. If we were to turn it into an arid, it would be a colony type planet, right? Which would require water and food, neither of which we have in a super large quantity. So let's turn into mineral. Let's get that to be a mine. I'm doubling down on tech, apparently. Absolutely doubling down on tech here. Don't like that. Don't hate this. At least let's get it set up. Our happiness is continuing to plummet in a major, major way. Food. No, there's something that we can do here. So, first and foremost, mineral planet in this vicinity would be excellent. Yeah, so mineral planet here. Good. So that satisfies the human requirement here, and it satisfies the mineral requirement here. Let's do that there, that there. Nice. And then let's do a goods factory here. Connect that up. Connect that over there. Now we got a successful planet. Now we are talking. That's at least something. That's pretty darn good, if I do indeed say so myself. And it leaves us with just a single outstanding thing, which can be fixed if we do this, and then maybe this. Oh, it was too good to be true. It was too good to be true. We need humans. We need humans over here. Any humans? Any takers? That's a no. That forge word, well, still isn't successful, is it? No, we need to maybe... We need to do something about that. Oh, yeah. Happiness is dangerously low. Yeah, our happiness is in a particularly bad position at this moment in time. Basically, if your happiness drops below a certain level, you lose the game. It's just that simple. Improves the output of each lab. Extreme miniaturization. Let's take extreme miniaturization. Ah, the slipstream relay is so nice, though. I'm gonna take extreme miniaturization. Yeah, let's do it. So does that give us what? A microforge. A fully independent replacement for a forge world. So presumably this is just going to give us the exact requirement, or the exact options that a forge world gives us. And so the options that we currently have on the forge world are all of these things. Now, there was a specific part of my empire that did require robots. It was up here, wasn't it? Yeah. So we could maybe fix this area up. I wonder. Let's give it a crack. Let's give it a crack. Put it down in the middle here. Okay, it literally only gives us tech fabs. Which is fine. Okay, do this. I know happiness is in a very, very bad place. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, that was a bad maneuver. Okay, successful. Successful. That's good. So, there is a combo to be had. Does anywhere else need chips? Anyone keen for chips? I can supply chips. You're already supplying chips. I'm happy to supply chips. I feel like I should have doubled down on chips. Turn into an Earth-like? If I was to turn into an Earth-like, that would give us access to this. Sure. Okay, our happiness is still dangerously low, but that's okay. Now we need mineral. All right, okay, that's this area sort of polished off, I guess. Goods are a no-no. Goods are a no-no, but that's okay. Happiness is still dangerously low. We still need to improve the Forge World vibes. Is there anywhere that we can really just supply food? A slipstream relay is really what I'm after. I really cannot wait for a slipstream relay. It's going to make such a huge freaking difference to my game. It's going to be big, in fact. It's going to be big. I mean, to be honest, there are a couple of problems here. You know, this area is not exactly ideal. In fact, it's kind of terrible now that I think about it. Connection already exists. Yeah, I shouldn't have colonized this planet, but I guess it is what it is. Chips and wheats. Turn into an Earth-like. I keep forgetting the options that the Earth-like actually presents with. If one of them is... Okay, hold on. I think that there is a way that we can make this work. Colossal. Now, we do... that. There. Fine. Okay, and then... this here. No! No. So close. Okay, let's undo our last move. Let's do this. Right. Fine. Thus far. That's good. We haven't upgraded the size of our empire quite yet. But let's construct this. Here. Man, it's so close. It's so close. I do love how you can go back in time, though. It's pretty nifty. It's pretty nifty. We're so freaking close to the slipstream relay. Oh, we can get Bolt Fab on the Microforge. Oh, that would be very, very good. Does this give us better happiness? The skill implants? No. Improves the output of each lab. Reduces the structure build time by a month. I mean, look, we are just dying from resource shortages over here, and half of it is the fact that we don't have humans on this side of the galaxy. That's, I would suggest, probably the biggest flaw in our entire empire. This area, which I'm trying to get on top of, you know, is dangerous, but it's not the end of the world here. I mean, we can turn into an Earth-like, and then we can do... or we could colonize. We can colonize and then sort of work backwards. But yeah, we don't really have the time. We don't really have the time to do this. Okay, let's go back a couple of turns. We'll go back a couple of turns. I don't believe that actually... I don't believe that affects the score system, to be honest, which is kind of nice. Right, let me see. So, I said that, yeah, Earth-like robots, that there, wonderful. Then we do this here. No! Oh, man, it takes such a darned long time to colonize a planet, doesn't it? It takes such a freaking long time. I wonder if there is any way... to make this work. I sincerely doubt it, to be honest. I've rewinded time such to the degree that I'm not entirely convinced that we can make something like this work. There we go. And then we do that there. That there. That there? Maybe we're happy now? I build. Excuse me? Tech Fab? Yes. Oh, I'm still alive. He's still alive. Wait, what? Has unfulfilled needs robots. Oh yeah, that's because I didn't do one of these in here. There we go. Now we're talking. Okay, so we're still technically alive. We're still technically alive. We've sorted out some of the resource shortages that are apparently still kicking. Can I get this set up? Oh, I have no idea why I didn't do that connection earlier. That's ridiculous, to be honest. That's absolutely ridiculous. Okay, happiness is now in a much better place. But as you can probably see, resource shortages are super duper bad. Super duper bad. How far away are we from the game ending? 5 years away from the game ending? Slipstream Relay is what I'm really after. Man, I would love that. This is a straight fire solution once we get that up and running. Now, what did I do over here? What did I do over here? We have biomass. If I turn this into an Earth-like, if I'm not mistaken, that allows us to, yeah, to do this. Yeah, happiness is on the up and up. Love to see it, love to see it. Then this goes here, that goes there, that goes there. This goes here, that goes there. Okay, so we figured out the order. We figured out the order, and we got this going. Give me the Slipstream Relay. That's what I'm interested in. Now we're talking. Now we are talking. Now we plonk down a Slipstream Relay, which is super easy to use. You build it, you connect it, you connect it. We have happiness. We have freaking happiness. It's just that simple. Right. Is there the possibility of finding a colony out here? Oh, there is. Oh, there is. Oh, cheeky. Oh, cheeky, cheeky, cheeky. Let's do this. Satisfy the demands. Slipstream Relay. Let's do... here. Yeah. Right. Now, I don't believe... yeah, I don't believe that we can actually do this. But if we get some wheat out here... has unfulfilled needs wheat. If we get some wheat... now, that is actually totally workable. Look at that. Brilliant. Okay. Plonk me down another Slipstream Relay. It does take, like, an inordinate length of time to actually get these constructions sort of all done. But I'm telling you, this is what we are talking about. Okay, 2 years until we're done. We need to try and complete this mission, because if you were eagle-eyed when you were looking at the scorecard, you can actually see that if we have an unfinished quest at the end of the game, then we're in trouble, and that means that we are going to lose 500 score. So we need to see if we can try and level up this no, not this one, the Forge world, not the Four world, the Forge world. We need to have another high-level Forge world. What do we need? Requires at least 2 import routes. So something like that. I mean, I would love to maybe get a mineral planet over here, but there is no input here. I don't think that there's anything that we could really do. So I think upgrading that Forge world is out of the question. This one here wants extra chip resources. Extra chip resources are super doable. Dude. That is entirely possible. I suspect... what do you need? Wants extra water? Turn into Arctic? Maybe we just plump for something like this over here, you know? No, I think that we need to try and find... undo that. We need to try and find a Forge world that is already en route to being upgraded. What do we need here? Once extra chip resources. Extra chip resources are super easy for us to manufacture now. Gotta bear in mind that we have... in fact, we have this right here. What do we need now? Requires at least 2 export routes, so you're looking for goods. The problem with goods is that goods are only really consumed on colonies that are super high level, and we have a highly limited time, which makes me nervous. Also, this microforge is doing absolutely diddly squat. Absolutely diddly squat. But this is the Forge world that we have to rock and roll with. This is the one that we have to... right. Here's what we're gonna do. Right, we have 1 year. We have 1 year. Let's see if we can try and make this work. I am doubtful that we can, but we're gonna do our damnedest. We're gonna do our damnedest. Right, you need that. We need food. Nice. Oh, no, 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 that was the wrong maneuver. The wrong maneuver. Robots into food. Sure. Let's say screw the happiness. Okay, that's successful. Needs at least a second export route. Man, that sucks so hard. That sucks so hard. I feel like we're so close. Let's get a colony. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. We get bloomin' close. We get very, very bloomin' close. I'll be honest. We can undo a little bit of time. But to be honest, I don't think that that's necessarily too bad. So, I mean, at the end of the day, we can't, if I click done, I'm pretty sure it's going to send me out. So I'm going to just undo. At the end of the day, we have one prosperous planet. I almost feel like we could have done with just getting more, you know, we should have prioritized more prosperous planets throughout the course of this game. But honestly, all things considered, I'm actually reasonably happy with our performance. We did end with perhaps a little bit too much cash in the bank, which I don't hate. Slip space overload, because local slip space is getting crowded. Slipway building is increased by 40%. Yeah, we have a lot of slipways. Don't get me wrong. We don't want to stretch our empire too wide. But honestly, for a first proper attempt, I don't really think that we can be too displeased with that. At the end of the day, infraspace relays. I mean, that's pretty exciting. We can invent that as well. An infraway. They can pass under normal slipways. Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. Infraspace relay. Thank you. I appreciate that. Unfortunately, I believe that we're pretty much donezo in terms of the game. I mean, maybe we could have unlocked that slightly earlier and maybe set up a long range upgrade somewhere for our goods to be sent. Requires at least 2 export routes, because we're bloomin' close to making this work, but I don't think that there is a way that we can make this work, unfortunately. That's the sad thing. Infraspace relay. Let me stick this here. I really want to give this a crack. Yeah. Hold on. We gotta. No, we can't unwind. We can't unwind. We can unwind. We have the technology. Okay, unwind a little bit. Unwind a little bit, because what about biome reconstruction? Unlocks the remake action. Oh, we can turn any world into any other world, which is very, very cool, and I like the look of that a lot, but unfortunately it's too late. We've not even touched or even scratched the surface of all of the tech. 2 export routes. Gosh darn. If we had, like, a smidgen longer, we could have made that happen. But you know what? At the end of the day, I really don't think that we can be altogether too displeased with, I don't think that we can be too displeased with how we ended up there. That's pretty good. You know, 2.5 stars, whatever. I don't think that that's bad for a first attempt. This game is really, really nifty. It's really, really nifty. All about moving resources around the galaxy. I like it a lot. Sure, we played very, very suboptimally, but I mean, that's, you know, that's this game. This game is going to go from strength to strength, I have no doubt. And, you know, certainly there's a campaign. There's an endless mode. There's a standard run. There's a daily run. There's a gauntlet. There's so many crazy things. And we just played on reasonable mode, whereas we could crank it right up to tough, or we could lower it down to forgiven. I'm in love with this game. This game has come out of nowhere, and it is brilliant. I really, really, really enjoy it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you ever so much for watching this episode. My name, of course, has been Open Potato. As ever, thanks to all the support over on the Patreon page, patreon.com/Open Potato. Thanks to Banana, C-Senpai, and Aurelia for being the $325 plus tier patrons. Thank you very much for watching, folks. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.